President Blackburn, Superintendent Miles, my trustee, Carla Ranger from District 6. I'm not as tall as DeMarcus, so we'll start my time over, please. I'm waiting.
I'm going to start the time over.
Huh? Okay, so you're going to keep score. Oh, well, I'm going to take my time. When will this board act to better educate our children? Since board members Bingham and Blackburn worked with Superintendent Moses to release the district from a long-standing court order, this district has consistently gone down because there is no oversight and the business community continues to run rampant, stealing dollars and resources from our students. A good example of that is what Superintendent Miles is trying to push through Educate Dallas. This entity is housed with the Dallas Chamber, and the last time they received funds, the community could not get an accounting of the millions of grant dollars that they took. Yes, it went dormant for years after it took the money, and now it's back again for more money. What happened to our money? Trustee Nuttall and Trustee Blackburn, you came under fire from this community when you worked to close 11 schools that by all accounts were performing academically, and most of them were located in southern Dallas and primarily affected African American students. This superintendent is trying to gut principals that have long-standing records of mentoring, educating, encouraging, and understanding the needs of many of these students. These principals are being pushed out to satisfy the whims of a short-termer in the city of Dallas who will leave us with the pieces to pick up in educating our children. Mr. Miles, they call you a reformer, and I'm just wondering what the heck does that mean? That is a subjective term, just like economic development. It doesn't mean anything. It's kind of using the words over and over and over. Mr. Miles, you have stated in more than one meeting that you have no real plan to deal with the achievement gaps between African American students and others. Sir, you look like me, but I'm just wondering if you identify with me and the plight of our children. Just because you're my color doesn't necessarily mean you're my kind. You have not one person in your cabinet who has any historical perspective of this district and know how the principals and teachers in South Dallas have fought to continue to educate children under adverse situations. Ask them how they dealt with Katrina kids. The Spruce kids that were dumped on them when Spruce was reconstituted after being AU for 5 years. And don't forget the Wilma Hutchins children when that district closed. These kids surely brought the test scores down, but the principals took them in and made the best of the situation. Now, the principal evaluation that was adopted in January 2013 but is now being used to intimidate, railroad, and discourage the current principals.
Thank you, Ms. Foreman. Your time has expired.
Mr. Miles, it didn't work in Colorado.
Albert,
it's not going to work here.
The third, followed by